a skull with some pretty flowers. I personally love this cover. I think it is stunning. So let's go over it one more time. We have T H E, the my cute little notebook, which is in a very rough shape because I use it all the time. But let's go over what we can see on the cover. We have a cute little hanging plant here at the top. We have two picture frames. We have a cute little orangey doggo with glasses and a green hat. He is sitting on some sort of stool. He has some gardening items right here at the bottom. And we have, what would you call this? With some more plants and an empty pot. This seems to be a cactus. At the top it says quiet time, and in tiny little font, which I don't know if you can read, enjoy the moment of peace, which I thought was very on brand for an ASMR video. So let's go over it. Q I E T, quiet. T I M E, time, quiet time. So I hope you enjoyed this little video with some tracing. I think I have to figure out a better setup for tracing, just so you can get better sound capture or sound quality. But I hope this video helped you relax after a long day. And I hope to see you in another video soon.